It's week 3 of the 2030 season, and we'll see the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He's not afraid to throw it, second in the NFL in touchdowns. It's the Dolphins and the Colts, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams in this one going in the right direction. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, both these squads come in off winning streaks. Something's going to have to give, but you love having that momentum coming into a game like this.
And absolutely right, Mike. And on top of it, if you're the home team today playing in front of your home crowd, not only are you coming off this win streak and bringing this momentum into another home game, but you get the energy, you get the excitement of your crowd who's also riding this wave of winning football. But on the other sideline, you've got a hungry, hot road team that's looking in saying, all right, if you don't take us serious today, we're going to try to extend our winning streak of our own and get back onto this plane and go home with another win under our belt.
The punter, Jake Camarda, will get things started. And off we go from South Florida. This is fielded inside the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by their man at quarterback out of the University of Florida. It's Anthony Richardson.
There wasn't really anything fancy about their performance in last week's win, Mike. I mean, he had the one interception. He would clearly like to have that one back. But for the most part, I thought he did a nice job keeping the ball out of harm's way. However, it's clear after reviewing the film, he left a lot of opportunities out there. I think there was a lot of meat left on that bone. The 2 touchdown passes, those were great. If he's going to continue to lead his team to more wins in the future, he has to do a better job identifying those mismatches, finding those opportunities, and when they present themselves, he's got to take it.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Richardson. Pass right side to Downs. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. It's a pickup of 12. That's good for a Colts first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. Going for it all. He is out of bounds, but that's a nice return to give the offense the ball up past the 45-yard line.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
The Miami offense will make their way onto the field, led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. The early rhythm he was able to establish, he rode that to the final whistle. They had an answer for everything the defense threw at him, and if he continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate, this is going to be a hard group to beat.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. pick this one up on the ground. Good job on the ground to pick it up. Mark it at the 38, move those chains. First down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
They'll stay on the ground. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. 2nd and a yard. They'll stick with him again. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains. Now Tua gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's in! Touchdown, Dolphins! His first touchdown of the new campaign.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes, just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. Takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touched back, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Richardson. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Off the zone read. This is Richardson. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short game.
Out of shotgun, Richardson. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This brought in out past the 20. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. This drive will start on the ground, and good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. Up the middle they go. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
This one complete right side. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And it doesn't really matter who you put on him, Mike. When you want to play one-on-one man coverage against a receiver like this, there's not a whole lot else you can do. It's hard to put help over the top because the ball's being thrown out by the sidelines. I like playing in and out. I like playing zone, somebody underneath.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
These are tough situations. You want to stay out of 2nd and real long. You figure it's going to be a pass, but this is a nice changeup by the play caller. He keeps the ball on the ground, picks up a good gain, and now this 3rd down got a whole lot more manageable.
And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Big Ed Oliver there on the tackle. 2nd and 7. Here's Tungo Vailoa. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Here's Tungo Vailoa. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And now you hold your breath when you see this. That's Tua, who's in some obvious discomfort. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Miami. Greg, offensive coordinator's script the start of the game. This script has read perfectly. What a great start for this offense.
It just seems like every play this offensive coordinator dials up is perfectly timed and then perfectly executed. They've been aggressive. They've been efficient right since the start of this one. And I'll tell you what, Mike, if they continue to build on this lead here early, there's going to be a...
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A corner who is not only a good tackler, Mike, but a willing tackler can be a huge asset to any defense. So often they get a bad rap. They're considered just pass defenders. They want to run around. But for a guy to be able to come up and force the run and keep this to no gain, man, that makes a big difference on any defense.
So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Dolphins with the early lead. And we're back to South Florida after this. 3rd and 5. Richardson going to look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. On the ground, this is Kendre Miller. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Lucas Van Ness, the former 1st-round pick, there to make the tackle. From the gun, here's Tua. Quick throw, taken in. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. So, after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the 1st. So it'll bring up 4th down. Now, is taken back inside the 40. The Colts offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Now Richardson in trouble, and down he goes.
The offense is trying to stretch the field vertically. They're trying to put as many receivers into the coverage deep as possible. But you know what you need? You need time. You need to allow those guys to get downfield. But when you have a pass rush like this, they don't let that time unfold, and that pocket collapsed and results in a sack. And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot.
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. Here's Braden Mann now. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this 2nd quarter. Looking to run away with this one before halftime. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. He'll let one go down the middle. That is hard. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. One of the tight ends in motion right. Off play action, it's Tua. To the right side here, pass is caught. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's a run. And he'll plunge forward to the 2. Setting up 2nd and goal. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Powering forward. He's in. Touchdown, Dolphins. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. Strong. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Colts offense ready to see what they can do. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And those... Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds. But the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket when the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes 3rd down. Now Richardson. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Good pickup of 16 on that screenplay and a 1st down. Richardson. Quick throw here is complete. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Richardson. Going to keep this himself. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that 1st down himself.
A couple of 1st downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Richardson. His throw left side is complete. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
A 2nd down throw for Richardson. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here's 3rd and 2. He's going nowhere. That call, not the right one. It's going to bring up 4th down. Minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. On comes the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Dolphins offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They've opened up a big lead already, trying to put this one to bed maybe before halftime. Another drive starts here with 1st and 10. They'll look to set up the screen here. And that screen slow to develop, and they rally to the ball and stop them. That will be no gain on the screen.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Here's a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick.
Would anything else happen?
Well, with this guy,
I mean, would anyone, anything, every fucking game, there's always some forced interception. Every fucking game.
On the back end, he reads this
like,
play
why did he
right
just, like,
from the
fumble
jump,
or something?
Makes a great
just,
break
like,
on the ball. And if
like, he had to, like, dart it right to the fucking defender for some reason. Like, that wouldn't happen to the fucking AI. He would have just dropped on the floor or something. Me, I mean, they hit, not going to the floor, and it just darts across the screen, or literally right to the defender. I'm getting hit, and somehow he just flicks it up, like, literally right to the defender. Where are my receivers? They're not even there. It's just right to the defender perfectly. Like he's got aimbot to the
ready to take over once more. They'll start really in field goal territory already, but they're looking for more. Offense got it 1st and 10. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's into the end. Adonai Mitchell. Touchdown, Colts. A try here for the extra point. He's got it. And the Colts get back in it. It is 21-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Dolphins offense and their running back set to go once more. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10.
44, ready.
He'll start the drive with Miller. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. 3rd down and 9. He'll take the snap and go down to a knee. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Here's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Richardson to throw. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where it was the Packers who get the win at home. Jordan Love leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, let's get to the Meadowlands to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. Jalen Hyatt, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting New England Patriots. Keon Coleman, a touchdown catch in the victory. It was a strong first half from the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
And we're back underway here on EA Sports. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll get it going on the ground with Miller. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Big Ed Oliver there on the tackle. They'll stay on the ground with Miller. He'll dodge one would-be tackler and wind up getting a nice gain of 6 on the play. Third and a yard. We'll try and run here with Miller. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard. To throw is Tua. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. A run here with Miller. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Going up top. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Tua. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And he's going to be out of bounds after a pickup of about 4, but that is enough to keep the drive alive. First down. Run up the middle with Miller. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's Tungo Vailoa. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Looking to convert for the 3rd time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. They snap it to Tua. That's hauled in at the 2. And they will get the conversion. He's tackled down near the goal line, so it's not a touchdown, but it will be 1st and goal. Tua to throw again. That one taken in, middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. 1st and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Richardson going to get it quickly out to downs. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. On 2nd down, Richardson. Quick throw, taken in. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the gun, Richardson. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They face 2nd down and 7. Here's Richardson. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Now a 3rd and 2. Here's Richardson. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up 1st downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Pass right side to Downs. And he will get into the end zone. Josh Downs. Touchdown, Indy. Mevis good on the extra point. And the Colts are able to cut into the deficit. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Now, Tua and the Miami offense head out for their next possession. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it.
Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the 3rd, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
Here's a run going left. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's able to find a crease, get ahead for 7, and he'll bring up 3rd down.
And this is just more of the same, picking up exactly where he left off in the first half. And these numbers, Mike, as you see them, they just pop out at you. I mean, he has been the driving force of this offense from the very start.
So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Try to pick this one up on the ground. To take this inside the 40 to the 39, but most importantly, they've got it. That's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line. 39 yards. 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 39
They'll stay on the ground.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Give them 14 on that one. Good for a Dolphins first down. They'll put a receiver in motion right. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
You have a tight end motioning left here. Tua gonna throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario.
I screwed up there. I was hitting a button that didn't exist. I don't know why the fuck I was doing that.
With the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
So on fourth down, the Dolphins turn to Jason Sanders for the field goal try. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage. Continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
A safe kick taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Colts offense getting set to get back to work. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Throwing, Richardson. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Now Richardson. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. A 2nd down throw for Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Now Richardson. This one complete right side. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down. Looking to throw, Richardson. Fires quickly, it is complete on the slant. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
and he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Richardson to throw. Looking middle, and he's got downs. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
He's got it at the 3. And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short, put him down at the 1. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now,
and he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
44, ready.
He'll run straight ahead with Miller, and he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Once again, it's Miller. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. So they move inside the 20. 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Miller. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. On the ground, it's Miller. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. and our terrific team behind the scenes. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.